And outside of the Skypiea arc, we really have little to no information about sun god Nika.
Okay, so on one hand, I agree that Oda allows for a very flexible writing by never giving us a full picture all at once, but that's just a required skill to write serialized stories, and it's to be expected by anyone who reads comics. But solar deity iconography has been homaged since the start of the story. First, I'm sure most of us have heard the connections between Monkey D. Luffy eating the sun fruit and the monkey god Hanuman attempting to eat the sun thinking it was a fruit. But Oda has pulled from a lot of world religion and mythology, assigning a lot of Christ iconography to him too. In Christian esoterica, Christ is correlated with the sun, his death and resurrection paralleling the cycle of the sun, even rising from the grave on Easter Sunday. The sun rises from the east, Christ rises on Easter Sunday, Luffy hails from the east blue. His straw hat not only mimics a halo, but also a solar glyph. To bring it back to Christian esoterica, the Archangel Michael is also associated with the sun, as are many mythological serpent slayers. In issue 1, Luffy receives his straw hat as a parting gift from Shanks, mirroring the solar devil fruit Luffy took from him. The next scene takes place 10 years later, where Luffy defeats the sea serpent that plagued him so long ago. This is just the start of his journey. The sun begins its path across the blue sky as the Straw Hats make their way across the blue sea. But it also mirrors the awakening of Gear 5 as Luffy challenges another great serpent. The Grand Line is also full of alchemical solar antagonists, as if Luffy is being challenged by the sun to be remade into the sun. Crocodile and big cats are both associated with solar iconography, as is the metal gold. In Thriller Bark, not only do they fight against the cycle of the sun, but the stage itself mimics the alchemical and astrological glyph, as does Impel Down, where Luffy attempted to save the sun from the sins of his father, whose name was Gold. Oda is really just playing up the monomyth, as so many other modern myths do. Dragon Ball Z, Superman, Naruto, Iron Man, just to name a few, he's just also literalized it. This isn't Super Saiyan or Sage Mode, it's just the sun, illustrating that they are all essentially equate to the same thing. Finally, I would like to note on the topic of Gear 5's power set. According to Hermetic Kabbalah, the sun sits at the crux of the Tree of Life and the pillar of consciousness between the pillars of form and force, illustrating that the mind both facilitates and is produced by the harmonization between the abstract concepts of form and force, which then manifests as our perception of reality, or as the fans love to call it, Toon Force. What do you guys think? I didn't notice a lot of the symbolism until I went back and reread it recently, but he wrote it.